Hey guys, Nova Bushido here and welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year to everyone, and today we are back 2022 with a new video on my tier list for Monster Hunter Rise 3.0 onwards, large monster, or tier list, which I already said. But yeah, I'm just going to be ranking these monsters. I haven't really done any tier lists since before the game came out, so I'm actually going to be ranking monsters. I'll probably be doing a couple more tier lists in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, let's get into this video. Now, one side thing, guys, before we start, I am, uploading around 1 or 2 Monster Hunter videos every week or two, and I do stream on Friday, so tune in for that. But I'm also going to be uploading new game content as well. So every 1 or 2 episodes of Monster Hunter Rise or any Monster Hunter game, there's going to be other content. I play a lot of different games. I don't just play Monster Hunter. So yeah, hopefully you tune in for that as well. And if not, just ignore it. It's fine. Or you can let it run in the background. Just give it a like. Yeah. But that just remind me. Give this video a like, and yeah, let's get into this. Cool. So I'm gonna start with. I'm not gonna start with Apexes. Let's leave that for last. I'm gonna start with. Let's go Baggy. I'm gonna put him in B for now. I'm gonna start putting him in B, then I'm gonna move on for now. So Baggy, I think Baggy. I actually like Baggy as a monster. But the way we're going to be ranking in this video is how much I like them, and then also do I think they actually do their moves hit, do their moves work well, does work in the game, and so on. So Baggy, I like Baggy a lot. So if it was just on likes for Baggy, he would be probably B or A. I think Baggy's got some cool design. I like the fact he's sleep. There's not many status monsters in Monster Hunter. Although the thing I don't like about Baggy is he's really slow. I think they should buff him up his speed, definitely. So I'm gonna put Baggy actually in C. I don't think it's a bad monster. I think it's actually really cool. Yeah, I think it's really cool, but I don't think if they made him faster, cause I think his sleep is cool. I think he has some really cool new moves, the way he sleeps and then he slams you down. But I think he needs to be faster. Let's continue with his cousin. So Roggy. I think Roggy is actually a better monster in Rise than any other game. He's faster than Baggy by quite a bit, but he's not fast enough. I think he needs to be faster. I just think a lot of monsters need to be faster. Maybe because it's high rank and in G rank they'll be faster. But the design I like of Baggy, I like the way he moves in this game. I like the combat. I like that you do have to worry about his poison, and it's going to be really scary if he gets toxic poison. And if he dances around you and poisons you a lot, definitely he could have got up to A or S, but I think I'm going to keep him in B. Because he's not a bad monster. I think he's alright. What's it? Izuchi. Now, Great Izuchi, I think he's actually pretty cool, but I just don't think he's strong enough, I think he's pretty weak. So I'm going to put him in C. I think he's, he has some fast moves, but some underwhelming moves, and the mechanic with him and his little guys, it's pretty lackluster. They made it look like it was much more terrifying in the trailer, but in actual game, they're just things that you just ignore because they don't really do much. They're just there. I think they need to be more damaged. Maybe they need to be a bit bigger as well. His personal ones need to be bigger, and they need to have bigger moves too. And they need to have some combined moves. They have they do moves one after the other, but they don't really combine it. Maybe they spread around so it's harder to dodge, but they don't really do that. So I'm going to put it in C. I don't think it's a terrible D. I mean, to be honest, he doesn't. I mean, I think the concept of him works definitely, but he doesn't. Also, one thing that I didn't like about him was in high rank. So in high rank, he has a move where he actually grapples onto the wall, but he doesn't do anything. He just grapples there and then he eventually drops down on you, but it's very slow. It's not fast. I wanted to hit in the wall and then come down on you straight away. That type of gameplay, but there wasn't much of that. So I'm going to leave him in C. Kurilaku. I'm probably going to put C. I don't think it's terrible. I actually think Kurilaku, the rock can be quite annoying to fight with. So, it works. The rock works as intended. Myself, I don't really love the monster, but I do appreciate the rock mechanic, and he stuns a lot, so I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep him C. I don't think he's really menacing. He's not really. I mean, not all these monsters have to be menacing, but his mechanic does work well. Actually, his mechanic does work well for what the monster is. But for now, I'll keep him in C. But I'll keep him probably high C, and then we'll see as we go along. Okay, let's pick a different monster. Duratodas or Gypsros, whatever you have to call it. I'm gonna put him in B. Yeah, low B. In this game, he's much better in the world. I know people hate the monster because in world he's so useless. He didn't do anything. But in this game, he moves quite a lot. He has roar, which is really interesting. I'm interested in why they gave him a roar, because I think they're called penicillin monsters. They've never had a roar before, so he's the first one with a roar, from what I know. And he actually moves quite a lot, and he actually has quite a lot of interesting moves. I actually like the moves he has in this game. I think he could be stronger. He is fast, quite fast sometimes. So I think he's actually a much more enjoyable fight. So I'm putting him B. People really like put him low because of world, but you know, this is a different game, so you know, I'm rating it on this game, not on previous games. Baroth, I think is a good monster. I'm keeping Baroth in B. I think he's got nice mechanics. He stuns quite a lot. Like, I actually died to him quite a lot of times because I'd hit his head, and then he would come down with his head and he'd stun me, and then he would charge into me and I'd die. So I'm going to put him up here. I think that, you know, his head really works well. I think this is the hardest it's been since, I remember, for me, since Try. In Try, it was quite difficult for me specifically. You know, it was my first game to start getting started. And in Rise, they did really buff him up a bit. I think I would like to, if I was going to say any changes for him, I would like for him to have less opportunities to hit him and more charging. And more speed when charging too, you know. I think that'd be really cool. Alright, let's go for Oswald. I'm going to put Oswald in C. I mean, I personally like Oswald, but I don't think... He's not really scared. He doesn't really... I don't know. Okay, low B. I think he works decently well. As an introductory monster, he has good moves. You know, they're telegraphed decently well. If you don't pay attention to them, he can knock you in the air. Yeah, I think he's quite a fair monster. He works well, and he's enjoyable to fight. So actually, I'll keep him there. Berzerios. Berzerios. You know, maybe my tier list is going to... A lot of things are going to be in the middle. I'm speculating right now, because I'm thinking Berzerios is probably... No, I'll put Berzerios high C. I'm putting him just, yeah, right here. Berzerios, I don't think is the bad monster. In fact, they made him much better in world, much more, not world-wise. They made him much more enjoyable to fight, which I like. I don't really have much of an issue with him, but he's too slow. Which makes sense because he's a giant rock monster, but for being a giant rock monster, he's not strong enough. So, like... They either need to just buff up his speed a bit or just make him so much stronger, which, I mean, he's a mid-tier monster, so it's understandable, but still, you know, I think he should be stronger than he is right now. Let's go for Naga Kuga. Okay. So they really took Naga and put him back into kind of old world, which I do like. But... I don't know where to put him, you know. I think he's definitely in B, but I'm just wondering where for me. I don't think he's an A. I think I'll put him here. He's Naga. The thing is, Naga's just Naga, which is actually probably why I put him here. In this game, Naga's just Naga. He's not much different than old school. He's a bit different than world. Yeah, some new moves, but not really. He just has pretty much the same moves, which is fine. But he's not really threatening. I guess I'll put him two ranks up. I'll put him 2 ranks up because Y-bugging. If you keep Y-bugging into him, he can really catch you off guard. So his mechanics, you know, just normally his mechanics does work well for Rise actually, because he can actually, if you keep, you know, trying to counter, you keep trying to chase in at him with Y for all the time, he's just going to keep knocking you and he can stun you. So I think that's really cool. I think that works well. Pookie. I think Pookie is a decent monster. Not too bad. Nothing too special. They did buff him up from well, definitely. He's a stronger monster. I think I'll put him in B. but there's nothing special about him. Nothing really too bad about him. But if I was gonna say any negatives, I suppose similar to some of these other monsters, he's just not fast enough. And he's not strong enough. I would like to see more AoE poison. He has that one move where he does the poison tail, but I think that's a bit too slow. Because of that, I think I'm going to put it in high C. I don't think he's bad, but it's just not, you know, he just doesn't. If he had more AoE poison, I would like to put him up a bit, definitely. And some of his moves just kind of miss, which is a shame. Bridgerton. Now, personally, I like Bridgerton's design. I like the monster. I think his weapons are cool. My issue with Bridgerton is that a lot of his moves don't hit. He's throwing through, they don't hit, and if they do hit, they do like no damage. He has too many openings. He's not fast enough with his stun. He's not fast enough with his paralysis in high rank. He misses a lot of his moves, honestly. The move where he throws a lot of fruit is visually cool. It's visually menacing, but it's so easy to dodge. I think a lot of things of his is just easy to dodge, but I do like him as a monster, so I don't want to put him too low. I'm putting him in C. I don't think he's I'm putting him below. I think I'm gonna put him here. Yeah, he just misses too much, man. He just misses too much. I'm gonna put him here. Like if his moves hit more and he was faster, because it seems like he's a type of monster. He should be fast, but he's not really fast, but he's not really strong, and then his moves miss a lot. So every time I fight him, it's just, you know, it doesn't mean anything. Alright. I can't remember this guy's name now. What the hell was his name? Fucking hell. Let's just call him Fireboy until I remember his name. Alright, Fireboy here. He's not too much. Anjanath, that's it. Anjanath here. He's okay. I think he's an okay monster. In Rise, he has good moves. But it's the same thing in World. Some of his moves are just like, they don't seem like they should hit, but they hit. And when they do hit, they do more than you expect them to do, because they look like they're so small. Because he looks like he's just so clumsy, but when he hits you, it's like, wow, I'm getting knocked back, I'm taking so much damage. Why? This move was so slow, it doesn't seem that impactful, but it's doing so much to me. Like, why? But I think I'll put him bottom of B. I think he works well as a monster overall, and I like his new fire breath. Like the visual of it, I think it's really cool. I think it looks really cool in this game compared to World. Lagombi. Now, you know, you might not know, but I do love the Fang Beast, Lagombi, Valverdon. I do love them all. Lagombi is probably my second favorite out of the three. Oswald is probably bottom, and Valverdon's the top. Lagombi I do like, but Lagombi is too slow. Once again. So I'm gonna put him in top of C. I think he has some really cool moves. He has some cool mechanics. Nothing too new, but I do like some of the new slides he does. Some of the new the fast snowball, which in old games he only got in like G rank, or he might not have even got it. It might have just been Snow Baron, which I like that he got it. Which is really cool. One thing I do hope we get an Apex version of this guy in Sunbreak, because I think he deserves it, man. We got Oswald, but we never got a Valverdon. I mean, Lagombi, and Valverdon doesn't even have one. Valverdon as a monster, his turn. I think Valverdon, honestly, I think he's A. I think this guy's incredible. I think he has some really quirky moves. He's bouncing around a lot. When he gets the chain of paralysis to stun to paralysis to just, you know, whipping you about, it works. It works. He's a really cool monster. He works. A lot of his moves are cool. A lot of his moves are nice. They're fun. I always enjoy fighting him. If there was one issue, is similar to some of these others. He's a bit slow, and some of his poison, some of his damage isn't high enough. But I think that's like now that I'm thinking about it, I've said it for quite a lot of these monsters, so it's quite a general thing, I think, in general. But yeah, I think he works for A. I do like him. Okay, this video seems like it's going to be a long one, so I might need to cut this video in two. Alright, Rathalos. Rathalos is S. Yeah, Rathalos in S. This Rathalos is the best Rathalos we've ever had. And I know people say That's not too hard. You know, Rathalos before he was boring bullshit. Like, he's just ridiculous. But regardless of the old one, like, this one himself is just an incredible monster. Like, the way he flies behind you, and I'm like, where's he gone? And then you just see, if you don't pay attention, you get a fireball in your back. Like, I love that. I love him flying. I love his fire breath on the floor. I love the way he's using so much more fire in so many new creative ways. I just love it. Like, I'm so excited to see what the G rank version of him is, because this high rank and even the low rank, was there a low rank version? I don't know. But it's just so good. It's superb. I'm so impressed. Well done. Good job, Capcom. And that's the type of design I want more for bringing back monsters. So things like Naga Kuga can go up. Rathian. I think I'll keep Rathian right here in B. Nothing too amazing. Pretty much the same. The spinning move, Actually, I think I'll put him C. I'll put him like here. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, it's just nothing different. It's still okay though. She's not too bad. She's not annoying, but she just kind of just spam the same move all the time. But if you get hit by the move, it is quite deadly. Acnosarm. I think Acnosarm suffers similar to Bisharton, Like, Acnosarm has some cool moves, and I do like the moves, but like, she's so easy to dodge. Which is a shame. She's not fast enough, and some of her moves, like the hitboxes, just aren't good enough to like hit people when I think they should. But I think the design is amazing. I think everything is amazing about the monster. It's just the moveset. I think the moveset could be better. And if in G rank, if they fix the moveset a bit, if give her more speed, more power, definitely she can go up to like A. But Bisharton, all 4 of these monsters could move up to like A if they just fix some minor tweaks, because I love these 4. Toby Kadachi. A. Toby Kadachi is an A in this game. Toby Kadachi, the way they buffed him up from World is incredible. He has so many nice moves now. He's much more difficult, much more deadly. I love the fact that he's he always had that thunder element and stun ability, but now it just feels like more potent in this game. It feels more deadly because his moveset is so strong as well, and he's faster, it feels like. So I'm really enjoying fighting him. One weird thing about him is his range move, where he shoots those darts. They're a bit weird. Monster Hunter has always been weird with some of their range moves. It just reminds me of Naga Kuga's range move back in old games. It just doesn't do anything. Which reminds me, Naga Kuga's new range move. Actually, I might need to move off one because of his range move. I do move out because they buffed his range move quite a bit, and I like his new range move. I actually do really like it. The way it stays on the floor, and if you run over it, you can get stunned. I like that. I really do. Kezu. Kezu is Kezu. This is good because Kezu, I think, is a good monster overall. He's the noob killer, So I think I'm gonna put Kezu here. I think Kezu is a good monster. He works well. He has a lot of nice moves. I don't think there's too many negatives about Kezu, honestly. Like, he's a very defensive, strong monster. The only thing I'd probably say is maybe he's just a bit slow, but that's probably it. If he was faster though, then he would be like an A. I think he's a good monster overall. Ludroth. Oh, Ludroth. Now, I really like the role Ludroth. He's one of my favorite monsters actually, but in this game I think I'm just gonna keep him here, low B. No, probably not. I'm thinking I'm gonna put him behind the Gombi, because I think it's a good monster, but I think some of his moves don't hit as much. Actually, no. Yeah. Some of his moves don't hit much, and some of the moves that are really cool, the new ones where he like lifts you up, you don't get hit much really. It doesn't do enough damage, and you don't get put in that much of a disadvantage, state to make it like troublesome. So I keep him here. And I think this is about halfway through the video, guys. So I'll catch you in the next one. Stay tuned. Should come out probably like in 2 days after this one, or probably next day actually. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and yeah, catch you next time, guys. See ya.